Kart friends, this is Jason, and this weekend I did a small little buyout while I was at the track. So let's go through the stuff that I was able to acquire that is now available for sale. So a lot of it is going to be Kartech product. So Kartech is the component division of Aero Karts out of Australia. So let's see here. We have and everything here is available for sale. So just post a comment or send me an email or a private message on one of my social channels. And if you're interested in something and I follow up with you, please respond back. I have a bunch of different comments on different videos that, oh, how much is this? How much is that? I respond and I don't hear anything back. So let's keep the communication concise and make it easier for everybody. So again, everything that you're going to see in this video is going to be for sale. And I just picked up this weekend at the Sonoma Raceway. So we have a 30 millimeter bearing, brand new, 30 millimeter kart bearing, 40 millimeter axle collar. Let's see, 50 millimeter bearing. This one looks like it's going to be 50 by 80. So 50 millimeter ID for a 50 mil axle with an 80 millimeter OD for an 80 millimeter cassette carrier. Tools. I love tools when I do buyouts. Half the time they end up in my own toolbox, even though I have like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 redundant sets of everything. But I have a hard time getting rid of tools. These T-handles, these will be for sale because I have 3 redundant sets. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the ball end Allen wrenches. This 6 mil here has a ball end. I'm not a huge fan of it when dealing with go-karts, and the reason is the ball end Allens, if the bolt is not hardened, so if it's like an 8.8 bolt or softer, there's a good chance you're just going to round out the inside of it, and it's going to make your job harder or the next guy that has to work on it. So I always say it in my how-to videos. Friends don't let friends use ball end Allen wrenches, especially if you're a bad mechanic. And if you're not sure if you're a bad mechanic, then you're a bad mechanic. Excuse me. Allergy season is here in Northern California. So that'll be for sale. Since we're doing Allen wrenches, got another set of T-handles, 5 mil and 6 millimeter. So 5 mil Allen, 6 mil Allen T-handles. These are for sale. And kind of, there was 2 items I saw in this buyout that I really liked. This Kartech Delardo tool. So, as you can see, there's a bunch of holes in it. In the video, you probably can't tell, but these are for main jets or pilot jets, and they're threaded. So you could thread your main jet or your pilot jet into these holes. And you'll see on this one, there's more there. So that way, if you're making quick adjustments at the track, your jets are right there. The hex is for the float bowl nut. It has the Allen wrench there. It also has the screwdriver. And I'm assuming, I haven't opened this yet, I'm assuming this little knobbed knurl plug, I'm assuming you can put your needle jets inside of a cavity here. So, and it comes with a pouch. I'll probably do a how-to video on this because I have 3 of them available for sale. And I like doing how-to videos, especially on the tools, and that's a cool tool. Now, what I will do if they don't come with pouches, like I said, this one has a pouch. I usually keep mine in a heavy-duty Ziploc bag, like an industrial-style Ziploc bag, to keep the dust and the debris out of the jets. So you don't want to have a jet holder using this as a tool and then just throw this in your toolbox and let all the grime of a toolbox go through your jets. So, but this one's nice. It has a jet pouch, or not a jet pouch. I'm making shit up. It has a holder for the jet tool. It's a pouch. Nice patent leather or some sort of vinyl. But yeah, I have 3 of those. Those are available for sale. And you can also email me directly at extrakartparts@gmail.com. This was the second thing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of those. These are spindle bolts. So this was the second item that I saw because I get a lot of calls for either replacement spindle bolts or caster pills or spacers. Here's a whole kit. So it has 2 kingpin bolts. It has 2 upper caster pills that are eccentric. And then it has 2 lower caster pills that are also eccentric. So this is kind of a cool little setup here. And then it has the spacers, has a washer, it has the nylocks. So this is for the left and the right side kingpin bolts. So while I'm rambling, I should see if I have something to measure the length with. But if you're interested, let me know. I know these are 8mm diameter bolts. Not sure about the overall length, so that would be a deciding factor. Because these are universal if the measurements match. So I have 5 of those. This cool little product I like. Spring pullers. So this is a spring puller. I actually really enjoy this version because the handle is kind of heavy duty. It tapers down to a sharp pointed end, as you can see there, but it's not real flimsy. So the sharp pointy end allows you to get the hook inside of a spring fairly easy, but then it gets thicker as it goes up. I've had problems with some of the other brands where it's just a thin wire that's bent. Either the wire part bends or it pulls out of the tool. So I've actually never had this style spring puller snap or fail on me. So I have 3 of those. Those are available for sale. And if you're still watching, take a quick moment and hit subscribe and share my channel with your friends if you think they'll find this helpful or interesting. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of these hose clamp packages. So it's going to be a hose clamp and it has the thumb adjuster on it. So usually these are used on air boxes or air filters. So air box or air filters with the thumb adjuster. Again, all of this is available for sale. And I had 5 of those. Wildcart engine spacer. So that looks to be approximately about 10mm thick. And I need to check the bolt pattern on this. This might be an Perilla leopard or Iami leopard bolt pattern, but I need to measure that out. Might also work for a Comer, but it looks a little too short for Rotax or the X30. But again, I'll measure it. That can go online, but it's for sale. And then I have 3 30mm. So 30mm ID, that's this size here. So this sprocket carrier is for a 30mm axle. And it has 3 points for the sprocket. So this will not work with a split sprocket, but it will work with a one-piece sprocket. And what I like about this one is it's 3 points, but it's pretty thick and heavy duty. So you're not going to get a lot of flex in the carrier or the sprocket. So that's going to be a more secure mounting system. But again, 3 points, 1, 2, 3. And most of the sprockets that we use in karting, at least on the racing side of stuff, whether it's 35 or 219, generally this bolt pattern is a standard bolt pattern. So when in doubt, you can always send me an email and ask me what the spacing is. But I have 3 of these 30mm sprocket carriers. And again, everything in this video is available for sale. My best pricing is if you send me a quick email and you say, hey, I'm looking for a 50mm sprocket carrier, don't really care about the design. If I don't yet have it online, that's my best pricing, because I will sell it for an additional 15% off. Because once I put it online, whether it's my store or eBay, etc. I do have to, charge a little bit more for one, the time to post it, two, the fees that the platforms take when you sell or post items. So I have two 50 millimeter sprocket carriers, and just please understand, if I do already have it online and I send you the link, please purchase it through that link, because I've already done the work to post it online, and it just makes it a lot easier when you hit purchase. Your shipping address shows up, it handles all the payments, boom, I create a label and it's out the door. I predominantly ship this type of stuff with USPS flat rate, but I also ship with FedEx and UPS. So I have two 50 millimeter sprocket carriers. Those are available for sale. And last but not least, Odenthal Racing Products. Odenthal Kart Racing Components. These are the Exactos. So these are camber caster gauges. I do not have the bars that go between the two gauges, but I do have the two gauges brand new. And I could probably call Odenthal and see if they still sell the bars. It's a precision ground bar, and basically how these systems work is you would put the give me a second here. Where is the other side? This bag's a little bit dirty. So what you would do, you would mount these to your spindles, and then there would be a bar running from plate to plate, gauge to gauge. And that bar was kind of your standard, meaning it was the same thing between both sides. And then your angle, it would tell you what your actual angle was from left to right when you're setting your camber. So it's a pretty cool deal. You could do your toe in, toe out, and for years I used my Odenthal Exacto system, so it was very creative. And then when the lasers started coming out, I started doing lasers. For a long time, I even used plates. So I will have some how-to videos on how to do the alignments on your cart. When I overthought it, I saw a system that Mike Speed had, and I actually made one. He was using plates with levels, and he would clamp them together and square everything off the rear axle. And I go, man, that's kind of a really good idea. And then you can set your toe off of the bars. So I decided, let's make it even more complicated. Let's machine everything, have everything come off the rear axle. So you go forward, and then you just measure from the plates on the front out to the bars, and boom. Now you know exactly where everything is set. But it required carrying these long machined bars, which in applications at the track aren't always the best when it comes to having to store it and everything. The zip ties, I guess if you need zip ties, I can sell these too. Black zip ties, 12 inches long. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of those. But those, you can get those at pretty much any hardware store, unless you're just a huge fan of Kartech and you need the Kartech ones. But yeah, that's my live video today for Extra Kart Parts. And again, if you enjoy my channel, if you enjoy my content, please subscribe. And as I grow the channel, I'll be able to do more videos. Soon I'll have my Micron 6 series dropping, so we'll have that going. And other cool stuff that we have in stock are springs. It's a 20 pack, and I'm sorry, it's a 10 pack. Although I'm missing one pack right now. So it has 5 different length springs. I have those. You can find them on my website. And yeah, I think that's about it. So everybody have a great day. I'm going to cut this video short because I have a customer showing up. And he's buying a used seat. And I got to install it from a cart I'm parting out. So if you're looking for CRG components, I'm parting out CRG carts right now. So stay tuned. Talk to you guys soon, and thank you all for the support. I do appreciate it.